So what am I up to today, you might ask? Well, other than this nice little walk in a snowy forest to a subalpine lake, getting snowflakes in my eyes, I am going to test out the Cloud 2 tent by Nature Hike. I got this tent with the thought that it would be a great one for the kids. We do some backpacking and it's light. It is inexpensive relatively, and kids, they're tough on gear. So, rather than forking out the big bucks, I thought I'd give this one a shot, but I really do want to test it to see what it's like before we actually go on a trip. So here I go. So do you hear that? Listen again. That is one of the better things about the backcountry in the wintertime. The silence is wonderful. After not too long, I'm at the lake in the camping area. There are several here, which is nice. They've got platforms. It's so quiet and lovely. So I'm going to go pick out a spot, have a little break, fire up the stove, make something warm to drink, and set up the tent and see how it looks. Okay, so I'm about to set up the Cloud 2. She comes with the tent body and the fly, pegs and rope, a footprint, which is really nice because not all tents come with footprints these days, but this one actually does. And of course, poles. All right, I'm about to set this bad boy up and we'll see how she goes. Success. Okay. So a couple of things I like about this tent already. I mean, other than the fact it's on a platform, and that makes everything a little difficult because when you've got a tent, you do need to peg down. And you've got a platform and you haven't necessarily got nails to tie to in strategic places. It makes things a little more difficult, but it's okay. This tent does have a reflective pull here, so you can cinch it up. Has that on all corners. It snaps into place here. It also has the footprint. This tent will set up with the footprint without the tent body, so that will also snap into place here. Right now I've just got it kind of underneath. So the same deal. These can all be cinched down. I do like about this tent is this guy here. You see that on this feature on some other tents. I would be thinking of the Hilleberg, for example. Something similar, that it pulls the tent body out with the fly and it keeps this space between the two so that the fly doesn't sit on your inner tent, which is a nice feature. Instead of a zipper, a metal zipper, there's a piece of fabric, which is fine. It's a little bit lighter that way. Reinforced, seems to be pretty strong. It's got the Velcro, keeps a good seal on your fly. And here's the inner tent. See, there is sil nylon, privacy, up to about from here to here. bathtub floor all around. There is a bit of a gear loft at the top here. Oops. You can stow some handy dandy. It's got ventilation at the toe, a triangle of ventilation down there, as well as ventilation all through the top. And I can tell when this is pegged down well, you can notice the tent body does not touch the outer fly. So you will not get condensation falling back on you so much. And there's enough room, I think, in here for two people to fit snug. If you like to cuddle, definitely lots of space for one. Good for two kids, which is probably how we will use it. Now from the inside of the tent. Here I am. There's that gear loft. Here's the foot of the tent, that vent space right there. It's a bit on the narrow side, but I think for a solo, it's fine, and if you've got small people, maybe it's fine. I don't know, I think I'd have to give it a try and sleep in it for a night. So what do I think about this tent? It's nice, lightweight. It's got some nice design features for sure. You do need to be able to peg it out for sure. It's freestanding, it's got a pole, but the tent body does require that you actually can guy and peg it out well to make full use of the space inside the tent. And the weather is definitely coming in. You can see tree bombs falling off those branches across the lake. There's definitely some of that happening around here as well. So I guess I'm kind of glad to be in this little tent, keeping me dry.